What is up, Libra? How are you guys doing? It's time for your weekly check-in. We're going to see what's happening with you guys for the fourth week of October. October week 4. So I do have an important announcement to make. I'll make it as quick as possible. But first things first, if any of you are in need of a personal reading, you can go straight to my website, tarotwithrich.com. I do have a link for that right down here in the description of this video. The important announcement is, if you're catching this on time, tomorrow, Saturday, October 18th, is going to be our last round of weekly live readings. We're stepping back and taking a big break. Now, if you're new to my channel, they're not going bye-bye forever. We're going back to the way it was before this year. This year, we have been going solid, strong, and consistent since February. That's insane. We haven't done that since 2020. Between 2020 and 2025, we would do it maybe 2 or 3 times a year for a holiday or a special occasion or something like that. And I don't know why. We decided to just go ham and do it every fucking weekend this year. I don't know why. But after tomorrow, we're stepping back and taking a big break. So if you want to get on that list, you can pre-order on my website. They're read in the order of which they come in. And then after tomorrow, it's probably going to be a good old long time before we do it again. Okay? So you can read up about that on my website. The link is in the description. All right, let's hop into this. Got to start these off with the Halloween tarot. I always love it. Whenever the Halloween season's over, I put it up. I'm like, all right, see you next year. And it feels like I just jump down, turn around, and pull it right back out. The years fly by so fast. All right. How's it looking between Libra and the person they're dealing with, universe? How's it looking? October week 4, 2025. Uh-oh, don't do this to me. I ain't got time for this tonight, man. This was a codependency connection. And I would rather not go down that rabbit hole. And I know my long-term followers don't want to hear me go down that rabbit hole either. So I'm going to try to just kind of ignore it. I mean, codependency attachment. But if it keeps coming out, I'm going to have to dig it up, okay? All right. Uh-oh, Knight of Wands. Ooh. Ooh. And the Five of Pentacles. Uh-oh. This looks like a very brief start quick and end quick reconnection between the two of you. Yup. I don't know how it's happening. It's not really saying how it's happening. All it says is Knight of Wands in the upright, 10 of Cups. And you know what happens when the Knight of Wands shows up. Poof, he's gone just as quick as he showed up. Shows up, poof, and then he's gone. I don't really know why. Honestly, though, you might be a little bit taken aback by the fact that it doesn't bother you as much as it used to. Especially those of you who have already done this with this person a few times. I feel like there's a good little handful of you. Is there a little handful of you in here who have already went around in that circle with this person 3 or 4 times? And then it happens another time and you're just like, well, yeah, duh. Duh. Okay, so that's just what it's going to be, huh? You know what? Fuck it. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore. Fuck it. It is what it is. Might want to be careful, though, before it turns into a bunch of fucking drama. But I think you're seeing this person for who they really are. Seeing their true colors. And that is an immature-ass little game player. Immature-ass little game player, dude. childish. Like, okay, so if you was to tell me to guess someone's age just by looking at these two tarot cards, I would say, oh shit, 18, 22 at the oldest. Extremely childish and immature. And that's being generous with that Page of Wands there. Most of the time, when you see somebody embodying that energy, that's somebody whose mind stopped growing at about 14. You know, you ever met one of those fucking 14, 34-year-olds? 14-year-old, 34-year-olds? It's kind of what that energy feels like. Can't get too specific, but anyway, let's see their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. Are you surprised to see that energy come through in their intentions? Just want a sex-based connection, or whatever they can get out of this, you know. Usually, like for example, if you're a female dealing with a male, it's likely that he mainly wants a sex-based connection. If you're a male dealing with a female, she likely wants to just get some money off of you or something. But regardless of gender and intentions, this person is just wanting to use you for whatever they can get out of you, right? Usually that's a sex-based connection. Now, if you dealt with somebody that had some sort of addiction issue, the Devil card would indicate that not only have they not gotten clean, but they've gotten worse. I think there's a third party in the mix too. Yup. Classic example of, okay, so I'm not going to play chicken or the egg here, so I don't know where this started. But you know those types of situations where two people are in a relationship, right? And then they break up. And then while they're broken up, this person goes and runs to the quickest little rebound they can find, you know? And as soon as they get back in touch with the past person, they ghost them and get back with the past person. And then, of course, it repeats the cycle and they break up again. So they go bounce to somebody else. And then as soon as they get their way with the past person, that goes that person. You know, that's kind of along the lines of how this energy looks here. There's somebody else involved somehow. Now, which one are you? I don't know. Which one are they? I don't know. But there's some kind of third party and probably fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh party. Honestly. Yeah. Okay. This person's a mess, dude. They are a mess. This is the type of person that burns one bridge and runs to the next. And then when they burn up all their bridges, they try to go back with some bridges that they burned just to see if they can cross it again. Wow, this person's a mess, bro. Let's get the advice here. What advice do we have for Libra? Oh, look at what's yelling at me here. Time to make a final decision. Time to make a final decision. See, this is what you're dealing with here. Lovers reversed. Devil card, Page of Wands. This is what you're dealing with. And this is what you're always going to be dealing with. Always. Always. Devil, Page of Wands is not just going to show up one day as the King of Cups. It's not going to happen. Devil card, Page of Wands is going to stay Devil card, Page of Wands. People in that energy don't just wake up and change. Now, every now and then, if something really crazy happens in their life, like they find themselves at some kind of crazy rock bottom, you know, yeah, miracles happen from time to time. But those results aren't typical. The overwhelming majority of the time, a person who embodies this energy stays in this energy. So it's time to make a solid decision. Do you want to continue repeating the cycle with this person? Or are you ready to put an end to it for good? I'll give you a little piece of advice. The pain that comes with breaking the cycle is temporary. The pain that comes with repeating the cycle is permanent. All right, let's see how things are looking between the singles and the person that you're interested in. Single Libras and your love interest. What's happening? Anything good happening? Anything bad happening? Anything happening at all? Ooh, King of Cups. So this person do have feelings for you. Okay. Okay. You gonna give me some rainbows and unicorns to read here? Right on, man. Why does the Page of Wands keep coming out? So they may have a childish side to them. What's this? What's this? You know what this feels like? This feels like somebody trying to sabotage this. That's what I think that is. Yeah. That's somebody trying to sabotage this. Like a jealous, salty ex. Or just just a jealous, salty hater that's sitting on the sidelines. Like maybe somebody wants to be with you and you don't want to be with them. So they're going to try to sabotage anything you try to do. Or the other way around. Maybe it's somebody that wants them and can't have them. So they're going to try to sabotage anything they got going on. Something to that effect. Somebody's trying to sabotage this. So, okay. Some of y'all dealing with an Aries. Also has Sagittarius here. Okay, well, let's see their deepest feelings, energies, and intentions towards you. Strength reverse. Ooh, they have a really serious self-confidence and self-esteem issue. And they are still carrying past vibrational baggage. We see this all the time, though. There's nothing too terribly abnormal about that. I mean, this person does have feelings for you, though. I think they're just afraid. Now, most of the time, when somebody wants to be with you, they have feelings for you, but they're afraid. What is it they're afraid of? They're afraid of getting hurt again, right? That's what I think is going on here. They're afraid of getting hurt. So at the end of the day, feelings and intentions go out the window when you are so afraid of getting hurt that you're apprehensive, you know? And especially if they gonna let somebody else come between you, especially, man, I'm gonna tell you what, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. I think that's the most pathetic ass shit somebody could do. If somebody lets another person come between the two of you, that you don't need them anyways. You don't need them anyways. I'm gonna tell you what. Somebody tries to come between the person I choose to be with, I don't care who the fuck you is. I've blocked family members for getting a shitty attitude of my wife. I don't care if you my mama. I don't care if you're my brother, my sister, my best friend since fucking elementary school. You're going to try to shove your nose between me and the person I choose to be with, you can fuck all the way off. Promise you that. You got a problem with my wife, you got a fucking problem with me. Fuck you. And that's what commitment is. That's the attitude you have to have towards the person that you want to build a life with. So if anybody is going to let somebody come between the two of you, that's not somebody you need in your life anyways, right? So, all right, I don't think they have bad intentions. That's the thing. I'm not saying they're a bad person. I think they're just a very weak-willed person, very weak-minded person, you know? Doesn't make it any better in the grand scheme of things, you know? All right. Well, how much time we got? Okay, let's get the advice. What's the advice? Advice for Libra. Four cups. That's you right there, Justice. Four of Wands reversed. Judgment. All right, after a certain point, like, a decision needs to be made. I hate coming back to that talking point every time, but it really always boils down to that point. It boils down to that point. You should never have to fight to keep someone in your life. If I had to make a list of my top 10 most frequently asked questions, that's definitely on that list. Should I continue to fight for this? And every time I hear that question, I tell them the same thing. Continue. Continue. You never should have had to fight for it to begin with. There is a very definitive line. It's not a fine line. A very definitive line. There is a very stark contrast between working on something and fighting for something. The minute you start fighting for it, that's not love. That's not love. That's control. That's not love. That's control. So if you feel like it's getting to a point where you have to try to fight to keep someone in your life, fucking walk away from that, dude. You don't need a person like that in your life to begin with, even if their intentions are good. Even if you're a good person, even if you have good intentions. If you're letting something come between the two of us, fuck you. You ain't my person. And that's what it is, you know? So, all right, well, I guess take that and do with it what you will. All right, y'all, I feel like those were the messages that my Libra family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, y'all, tomorrow, October 18th, Saturday, is our last round of weekly live readings. After tomorrow, we're stepping back and taking a big, long break. For those of you new to my channel, before this year, we only did the live readings like 2 or 3 times a year. And this year, for some reason, we decided to go hard, strong, and consistent every single weekend. And we've been doing it since fucking February, dude. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So we decided that after tomorrow, we're going to take a step back and go back to the way it used to be. So after tomorrow, it's probably going to be a good old long time before we do it again. So if you want to jump on that list, you are able to pre-order on my website, tarotwithrich.com. $22.22. The link is in the description. They're read in the order of which they come in. And don't worry, the video, the playback of the live will be on this channel permanently. So you can go back to it anytime you want and go to the comments, the timestamp comments, and go straight to your reading anytime. All right. I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.